Everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video you will learn about rotation in transformation, how a shape turns around a fixed point without changing its size and shape. Let's see how rotation changes the position but keeps the figure exactly the same. Alright, so the rotation means turning a shape around a fixed point as we have discussed, and that fixed point called the center of rotation through a certain angle and direction. Either it's a clockwise or anti-clockwise. The size and shape of the figure don't change, only its position does. So here are some rules I've written here. So just see the clockwise, but these rules are only about the origin. So if it's clockwise and it's turning 90-degree rotation, so xy will become y minus x, and 180-degree xy will become minus x minus y, 270-degree xy will become minus y and x, and 360-degree it comes back to its original position. And anti-clockwise about the region, so 90-degree will become xy will become minus yx. Just see the difference here, 90-degree y minus x, and here you just swap, but y sign will change. Okay, 180-degree is the same because either you move like clockwise or anti-clockwise, it will come to the same place. So 180-degree is the same for the clockwise and anti-clockwise. 270-degree is y minus x, and 360-degree comes back to its original position. So we'll do just one example and I'll show you how to do it, and we'll discuss about the sometimes with the help of the rotation about the origin and without the origin to any other fixed point. For that thing I'll tell you very easy steps, so whenever you follow it then you can easily find out the answer without any error. So there are too many ways students to do with the rotation, so whatever you like, it's easy for you this time, so just follow the rules. Alright, so let's begin with this example. So we are going to rotate triangle ABC 90-degree clockwise about origin, and I've written the rule over there also that how will you rotate it, but it's only for about the origin. So xy will become y minus x. So the points we have A, B and C, just quickly copy down. So your A point is minus 3, 2, and your B is minus 8 and 6, and your point C is minus 5, 8. Now we are going to rotate it 90-degree clockwise about origin. So xy will become y minus x. You just swap and change the sign of y coordinate. Okay, so your images will be your that will become 2 y minus x. So we are going to change the sign of 3. So 2, 3, and it will become 6, 8, and it is 8, 5. I just tell you how. xy, for example, minus 3, 2 is xy, and you are going to change. First of all, you write down y, which is 2, and then you change the sign of 3, which was minus, so we are writing down positive 3. So we did the same thing for all the coordinates of ABC. Now let's draw the image of triangle ABC, and we are going to rotate 90-degree clockwise about origin. So the first coordinate is 2, 3, and then alright, so this is 2 and 3. This is your image of it. Okay, and we can just check it also that is it rotating 90-degree clockwise about origin or not. Students can also just draw this as well with the help of the compass and ruler and the protractor. So from this is the point you are coming to the origin, and the same length you draw over there, and you know that it is 90-degree clockwise about origin. So this is the point we found. Okay, now the next point is we have this is 6 and 8. So I'm drawing 6 and 8 here. Okay, let's check this one as well. So this is coming to the origin because it's the center. So this is 90 degree, and then B come over there. So this is clockwise about origin, and the same length we have from the center to the object and from the center to the image. Now we have the third point is 8, 5. So 8 and 5 is coming here. Okay, C. Let's check this one as well. So this is your C, the same length from C to origin and from origin to the image. It must be equal length. So that is 90 degree, and it's clockwise about origin. You can construct this as well, but if you do it with the rule, there will be no mistake, then there will be no error. Join the points A, B, C, then you have you can see that you have rotated the triangle ABC 90 degree clockwise about origin. Let's join the points AB. One more point which I wanted to discuss, because you have to describe as well. In rotation, you describe that rotation, how much angle, and what is the center, and is it clockwise or anti-clockwise. For example, you can see in your reflection and translation, I told you when you join the corresponding points, you will get the parallel lines. If the diagram flip, then it will be the reflection. Otherwise, if it's the same, then it will be translation. So in rotation, whenever you join the corresponding points, you will not get the parallel lines. Okay, let's see. For example, A to the image, and for example C to the image, you can see there is no parallel line, and for example B to the image. So there is no parallel line, and we can say that it's a rotation. All right, this is the way. All right, so let's do one more example in which we'll rotate the diagram, not about origin, about any other fixed point. Okay, so right now we are discussing if it is the rotation is not about origin. Okay, so what do you do to come to the origin? Always you subtract the point of rotation of each vertex point of the shape given. All right, so at the origin you have 0, 0 was the center of rotation. Whatever the center of rotation you will be getting, subtract from your object, every point. Okay, then whatever the rule you have, if it is 90 degree clockwise, then you just use that rule in your answer, which is after subtraction. What do you do? Like here, because you have subtracted already, so you will add back to your answer. Whatever the answer you are getting, that is your answer. Okay, for example, whatever the coordinate you, so the coordinate in your question is xy. So what do you do? Subtract the center. Center means center will also be x and y. So you x with the x and y with the y, you just subtract it. Whatever the answer you are getting, then you apply rule. What is that rule? For example, 90 degree about any center. So you do xy will become y minus x. Okay, and then whatever the answer you are getting after application of the rule, you just add the center to your answer. Okay, so we are starting it, then you can easily understand. What do you do? Whatever the coordinate you have in your object, subtract the center, apply the rule, and add the center. Whatever the answer you are getting, that is your final answer. Only you have to be careful. Let's begin this example. Rotate triangle ABC 90 degree. This time I took anti-clockwise or counterclockwise about the point 2, 1. It's not the origin. Okay, and you know the rule for anti-clockwise, it is xy will become minus yx. Remember, in clockwise xy will become y minus x. This time you will change the sign of y, but it's not the origin, so we'll have to do some calculations. If you want to do by construction, you can also do it. So you remember that we'll have to subtract the center and then apply rule and then add the center. Just 3 steps. Alright, so subtract the center. Center is 2, 1. Center is 2, 1. Center is 2, 1. So from the given point, whenever you are subtracting minus 4 minus 2, it's becoming minus 6, and minus 1 will become minus 2. Okay, I took an example of the negative number in this question, minus 6 minus 2. Now what are you going to do? Minus 3 minus 2 will become minus 5. and 5 minus 1 will become, here you will do the number will be 5 minus 1, that is only 4 numbers. Okay, and now the next one is minus 1 3 subtracting with minus 2 minus 1 means minus 2 and minus 1, minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Okay, and 3 minus 1 will become only 2 numbers. So first step you have done, you have subtracted the center, apply the rule. What is the rule? This is your rule. Xy will become minus yx. Only you have to change the sign of y and swap their positions. So it's becoming, you just change the sign of the y number, so it will become 2 minus 6. Okay, the next number, whenever you change their positions, that will become, here it was of minus 5 4 and minus it will become here minus 4 and minus 5. Now the next number you had minus 3 2, so whenever you change it, it will become minus 2 and minus 3 whenever you change it. Now the last step is just add back to 1. What did you do? In the first step you subtracted the center, subtracted the center, subtracted the center, applied the rule, applied the rule, applied the rule. Now because you have subtracted, come back, because why did you subtract it? You are doing the you are following the rotation about the origin, so that's why you subtracted that center to become the origin. Okay, now you are just adding it. What are you adding? 2 and 1 to each and every point. So plus 2 1 plus 2 1 and plus 2 1. Okay, the final answer like a prime will be for each and every number, just calculate. So 2 plus 2 is 4 and minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. This is your answer. So it's your object and it's your image for a and a prime. This is your a prime. Okay, now the next one you're just adding 2 1 in the next one, so b prime will be equals to that is minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2 and minus 4, because minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4, so that is your b prime. Okay, so your b is this much and your image is this much. Okay, for the last one, whenever you are adding minus 2 and plus 2, it will become 0 c prime, that is 0, and minus 3 and plus 1 will become minus 2. So they were your answers. Now quickly, and just check it also that are that if you are coming to the center, are they making 90-degree? Is it anti-clockwise or not? So this is all for the working. You are not going to show here in your exams. You just do it anywhere, and because you are constructing it. So what do you do? Just minus 4 minus 1, and your 2 1 is your center. So 2 1 is your center. Just plot 2 and 1 is your center. Each and every point you are bringing it to 2 1 and making its image. So 4 and minus 5, you are going to plot. The first one is 4 and minus 5. Just check, is this correct or not? A to center to image. Your they all will be your distance from the center to the object, and from the center to the image will be equal, and your A is coming anti-clockwise towards this side. Okay, so this is your answer, and we have checked it also. Acha, okay, now the second one. The second one is minus 2 and minus 4, which is b prime. Minus 2 and minus 4, minus 2 and minus 4 is your b prime. Check it also. Okay, so your center was 2 1. Try this. Your b to the center and it is anti-clockwise. You can say check this one. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So this is also correct. Now the next one is this is 0 and minus 2. So 0 and minus 2 is coming here. Let's try this one as well. Coming to the center, and then this is your answer. So this is 90 degree. All right. Just check again. See, it was 2 1. Yes. Check again for the C. This is the same. Okay, I plotted one number above, so that's why it was not coming the same distance. Your distance will also be same from the object to the center to the image. Okay, and it's coming anti-clockwise. You can see as well. Okay, so now join the points. This is your 2 1, and then join the points. This is your image in the given question. And whenever we join object to the image, will not be getting any parallel line, so it's a rotation question. Okay, let's do one past paper question, and then you can easily understand how to draw the rotation. In the next video, I'll tell you how to find out the center and how do you find out that how much angle it is, and also the direction, is it a clockwise or anti-clockwise rotation. Okay, so let's do one past paper question of drawing rotation. Alright, so just do this question, May June 2017 paper 4-2, question number 2, part A and B. So in this question we are doing the part 2, triangle T after the rotation through 90 degree anti-clockwise with a center of 410. Alright, so before we start the question, quickly write down the coordinates of this triangle T. So just name it A, B and C. So your coordinate A, coordinate B, B vertex and C. Your A is at 210 and your B is at 410 and the C coordinate is 26. Alright, so here you remember that they're talking about anti-clockwise, about the point 410. So anti-clockwise, your rule is xy will become minus yx. Okay, so we do the same thing. We are just writing down the coordinates, subtract the center, apply the rule and add the center. The final answer will be there without any error if you be careful. Then the coordinate A, I'm just doing here, it is 2 and 10. Your coordinate B is 410 and it will be invariant point because it is rotating through the same point, so it remains the same. We call this point like invariant point because its image will also be same. If you apply the rule also and you add subtract, you will get the same. You can try as well. So your point C is 26. Okay, now what are we going to do? We subtract the center. Alright, so we are here subtracting the center, which is 410. Now after subtraction you will be doing 2 minus 4 is minus 2 and 10 minus 10 will become 0, and then 4 minus and now we are not doing B, so C will become 2 minus 4 will become minus 2, and then your 6 minus 10 will become minus 4. Be careful in writing down the positive or negative sign. Okay, now we are going to apply the rule for minus 2 0. You know that xy will become minus yx. You just swap and change the sign of y. So 0 doesn't have the sign, so we just write down, then it will become that is 0 and minus 2 we have, and we can write down 0 and minus 2 after applying the rule. Okay, 410, just leave it, and then afterwards the next one will become my 4 and minus 2. 4 and minus 2. Okay, now we are just at the last step, add the center. Your center is 410, add the center, add the center. Okay, now see what happens. 0 plus 4 will become 4, and minus 2 plus 10 will become 8. So this is your object and it's your image, and this is your A prime. Okay, the next one, the object and the image is the same. Now the last one, 4 minus 2 is adding with 4, 10. So that will become 4 and 4 will become 8. And then minus 2 plus 10 will also be 8. So we got all the images as well. So let's draw this. So what are we going to do? We are rotating triangle T after the rotation through 90-degree anti-clockwise with the center 410, and well, let's do it like 210. Your center is 410. Okay, the center is 4 and 10. This is the same center. Okay, now the first one is 4 and 8. 4 and 8. So you can see I've plotted 4 and 8. Your A is coming to the center, and then it is anti-clockwise about the center 410. You can check. Okay, so the next point, this is your A prime. The next point 410 is the same, and C prime is 8 and 8. Okay, so 8 and 8 is this much. Now try this one as well. So this is your C. Just wait. Correct this C. I haven't plotted at the right. Now this is C is 8 and 8. Yes, it's correct. Now try this one as well. C is coming to the center, and then this is 90-degree anti-clockwise about the point 410. Now join them. This is your image of the triangle ABC after the rotation 90-degree anti-clockwise about 410. I hope you understood. Alright, so now you have learned how rotation moves the shape around a fixed point without changing its size or shape. So remember, every rotation has a center, an angle, and a direction, either it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. So in the next video you will learn how to find and the center and describe the center of rotation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more easy maths lessons. Okay, take care. Bye bye.